Good day, my dear friends. I am Dr. Osam Ibrahim from Ease and Different Radiology. Today, our appointment number 16 about mnemonic word. The new mnemonic word today is hot pepper, like this pepper, and this is representing the persistent communications between the carotid and the vertebropatellar arteries. So let's start our presentation. First of all, this is the anatomy of the internal carotid artery in that side, and the other side is the vertebropatellar artery. The internal carotid artery components or segments is 7 segments. The C1 representing extracranial or cervical segment, then petrous segment, then lacerum, and this one is a sphenoid segment, and C5 representing clinoids, and C6 ophthalmic, and then communicating. And the vertebropatellar, the basilar artery, due to anastomosis between the two vertebral artery on both sides to form this basilar artery and ending by the posterior cerebral artery. There are no communications between the internal carotid artery or basilar artery. Intrauterine, there are communications. However, after delivery, there are no communication. Sometimes there are persistent communications between these two systems, carotid artery and the vertebropatellar system. The persistent communications can be remembered by this mnemonic word hot pepper. And now, what is the hot pepper? H representing hypoglossal artery, O otic artery, T trigeminal artery, and this is the most important one, which can be seen as a variant in a lot of MRA studies, and P from the pro-atlantal artery. So this is the 4 persistent communications which can be seen in the MRA or angiographic study of the intracranial arteries between the carotid and the vertebropatellar system. Hot pepper. What is the importance to know these hot peppers? The knowledge of these anatomical variants. First of all, it's considered as anatomical variants. The knowledge is important to avoid confusion with pathology and to prevent inadvertent injury during surgery. And this one, which is considered the most common one, which can be seen in the MRA studies, like these communications between the internal carotid artery and basilar artery or vertebropatellar artery. These communications is called the persistent primitive trigeminal artery or persistent trigeminal artery. It takes this shape, and this shape is representing by this shape or toe shape, toe sign, so it's called the toe sign. So toe sign here, like this sign, representing presence of this artery which is communicating the carotid system with the vertebropatellar system. And this artery is the trigeminal artery, so it's called the persistent primitive trigeminal artery, and this sign in the radiology is called the toe signs, representing to this sign. Again, and the end of the presentations, to remember the hot pepper or the communicating persistent arteries between carotid and the vertebropatellar system, you can remember it by the mnemonic word hot pepper. Hot pepper, like this hot pepper, and the letters of hot representing a hypoglossal artery, O from otic artery, T from trigeminal artery, and P from pro-atlantal artery. And the most important one, which can be seen during the examinations in a lot of MRA examinations, is the trigeminal artery, due to its famous signs, which is called the toe sign, representing to this shape or this letter. I hope this presentation has helped to make a few things clearer for you, and also you invited to my Facebook group by the same name, Ease and Different Radiology. Every day I provide and sharing my cases which facing or interesting faces which I facing during my daily work cases. And also you can watch more than 95 presentations in the Google search is and different radiology. Also you can wait me every Wednesday for new MRI learning lesson, Sunday for rapid review anatomy, and Friday like this Friday for a new mnemonic word. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.